Hey guys, welcome back to Fantasy Tipped. Julian here for another Drops episode, this one for week 21 of the fantasy hockey season. Now, before we get started guys, drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. More than half of you guys that watch my channel still aren't subscribed, so definitely be sure to hit that button if I've helped you this season. And without further ado, let's jump right into some forwards that you can consider dropping. And first on the list is Jack Hughes of the New Jersey Devils. And I gotta say, I didn't think I'd be including him on this list this year. But unfortunately, Jack Hughes is injured until next season. He's not even going to be back for the playoffs if New Jersey even makes the playoffs at this point. They are not playing well. There's a very good chance that New Jersey actually ends up missing the playoffs. So it's looking like Jack Hughes is a super easy drop in all leagues except keeper leagues. If you're in a keepers league, you can keep him for next year. Mikael Granlund is someone who I like a lot, but with all the talent now in Dallas, he's pushed down the depth chart quite a bit. He's still probably going to put up some points. So if you're in a deep league, definitely hang on to him. But in shallower ones, there are probably players out there that you might like a little bit more than Granlund, who are probably going to put up a few more points than him as well. Anders Lee is someone who slowed down quite a bit as well. Over his last 13 games, he only has 5 points. And he's still shooting the puck a little bit, but it's not the same goal rate that he had earlier in the year, which makes sense. That shooting percentage was super inflated, so that was never going to last all season. But Anders Lee is definitely droppable in shallow leagues. If you are in a deeper league, though, there's probably nobody better available, so hang on to Anders Lee and hope that he continues to put up points for the rest of the year. Quinton Byfield is someone who was great over the past few weeks because LA has had a pretty favorable schedule, and he didn't produce too badly over the past few weeks. So honestly, he's been a great streamer. But now LA's schedule kind of comes back down to earth a little bit, and Byfield has kind of also come back down to earth a little bit and is not really producing much. If you're in a super deep league and you want to hang on to him, that's fine. But in most leagues, there are probably players out there that are going to produce a little bit more for you than Byfield going forward. And then Stefan Noesen of the New Jersey Devils honestly had a great beginning of the year, but has absolutely fallen off a cliff over the past few weeks, and I don't see that really turning around. His shooting percentage was really inflated, and I just see him continuing to not really produce for the rest of the year. For defense, Alex Pietrangelo, 75% rostered, and don't get me wrong, he's not a drop in all leagues by any means. He's a drop if you need to kind of drop him in a super shallow league, if there's somebody out there that you like a little better. I like Hanifin better right now. He's actually getting power play one time and is putting up plenty of points. Pietrangelo is really good for those block shots, and if your league doesn't really attribute a lot of value to blocks, Pietrangelo isn't really that valuable to you. I don't hate him, but if there's somebody out there that you like a little bit better, he is droppable. Brent Burns is someone who's been droppable the whole year. He's been okay at times, but honestly, without PP one time and his peripherals not being that great, Brent Burns still being 57% rostered kind of boggles my mind a little bit. Colton Parayko of the St. Louis Blues is pretty much guaranteed to be gone for the rest of the year. His injury time is 6 weeks, so if the Blues make the playoffs, he'll probably be back at some point in the playoffs. But as far as the regular season goes, he's probably done for it, so he's pretty safely droppable. Then Brandt Clark was given a great opportunity at the beginning of the year with Doughty injured, and he took the power play one, and he played well for a good while. But Doughty coming back and taking that power play one spot has actually led to Brandt Clark being healthy scratched a few times and is just not being deployed very well even when he isn't healthy scratched. So he's a very safe drop right now. And then Sean Durzi did have power play one time last year, but with Sergachev on the team now, he's pretty much useless. He is not getting power play one time. He's not doing anything with the PP2 time, and his peripherals are pretty much non-existent. So he's a super, super easy drop. And that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next episode of Fantasy Tipped.